Alright, good evening ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. Tonight, the Blues Here Inc. Incorporated bring you round number 1 of the World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series, presented by the Dirty Old Bastards. My name is Brett Wheeler. Thank you for joining us here live on Facebook here tonight. We get set to tackle the Limaland Speedway, or Limaland Motorsports Park, the shortest dirt track we have on this schedule. We now get set for qualifying. In car number 73, it's going to be Alan Samel. In car 44, the Pace Motorsports, Ryan Pace. And in car number 6, I believe that's going to be Alex Ryans. It is. First lap time for Alan Samel was 11.777. Ryan Pace 11.452. Alex Orion with 11.936. Alan Samel goes to position number 2 with 11.584, but Ryan Pace still sitting as your fast time award with an 11.452. As we get set for qualifying group number 2, it'll be group qualifying tonight. Looks like we've got a couple of new guys. There's Garrett Pepiat in car number 47. Logan Christensen in car 27. We've seen him on the 360s. And in the 005, it's going to be Brandon Steele. Pepiat in car 47 is the first car to get the green flag. And he's going to go nearly upside down. That's going to hurt his chances for qualifying. Logan Christensen upside down as well, so we'll see if Brandon Steele can lay down a time. He does with a 12.210. 12.210. Brandon Steele, lap number 2. Is it better than a 12.210? Waiting on the times to come through. Yes, 11.562. Garrett Pepiat with a 20.205. And Logan Christensen unable to lay down a lap time. Well, we put on a show in the 360s, run on the top side at Lanier on Tuesday night I should say, sorry. It's car number 21, Tyler Henselman. In car number 37, Zane Scott. And in the 29, he's gone to the old Sammy Swindell looking machine, it's Taylor Howe. First lap time for Tyler Henselman right now is a 12.235. Zane Scott, quick time, 11.448. Taylor Howe, 12.033. Tyler Henselman, 11.860. And Zane Scott betters his lap time with an 11.309. Woo, the 37 is on pace tonight. So out rolls Chris Roberts, your current and defending Dirty Old Bastards World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Champion. Looking to defend that title this season. Over the next 12 weeks and 24 races, 2 races a night. We see the 127 of Stephen Hill. And the CNC Designs, it's going to be Tyson Landis. So your defending Dirty Old Bastards World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Champion is on the clock. Right now coming off at turn number 4. First lap time for Chris Roberts. Can he break into the top 10? 11.867. Stephen Hill with an 18.237. Oh, Roberts upside down, and Tyson Landis goes to position number 5 with an 11.588. See if those drivers are going to get an extra lap. Looks like Stephen Hill going to be sitting in 10th quick. Chris Roberts 8th quick, and Tyson Landis goes to position number 5. In the Razorback, number 97, Matthew Hedinger. In the UWU Motorsports, number 5, it's going to be Brad Speidel. And in the Caneric Healthcare, car number 10, it's Corey Cosboth. for the first of 2 qualifying laps. You're watching Brad Spidle, first lap time for Spidle. 9th place with 11.875. Henninger, 11th place. 12th place for Corey Cosboth. Spidle the quickest out of the 3 drivers at the moment. Can you move up a few more positions? No, still 9th quick with 11.875. Henninger with an 11th place time. And Corey Cosboth sitting in position number 12. So out rolls the number 9 machine of Drew Neal. In the 378, Justin Bavia. And in car number 77, it's Aaron Schaefer. Next 3 cars to lay down a qualifying time. Drew Neal, first lap time. 7th place with 11.750. Justin Bavia, 13th place, and Aaron Schaefer in position number 15. Can Drew Neal, can he go better than 7th place? We're looking. He does. He goes to position 6. Justin Bavia goes to position 7 with an 11.693. Drew Neal hit 11.639. And Aaron Schaefer in position number 15. So out rolls a 53 of Tom Prakash. Nathan McClellan in the 00, and Jimmy Prakash in car number 39. So it looks like all drivers will make tonight's main event. So I believe we had 23 cars signed into the pits here tonight for race number 1 and round 1 of the Blue Sphere Rink World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series. Oh, looks like I'm signed in as a driver. Rookie mistake, that one. Tom Prakash, 19th place. In fact, 17th. Jimmy Prakash, 16th. And Nathan McClellan in position number 18. So 21 drivers are signed in to the pits. As that will conclude qualifying here for round number 1 and race number 1 of the Blue Sphere World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series, live from Limaland Motorsports Park. Brought to you by Ultimate Dirt TV. So we get set for tonight's starting grid here in just a moment. You have a look at what the racetrack is like, and you can see, if you have a look close enough to the left hand side of your screen, that outside wall, you see there is a cushion starting to develop. But we'll take a moment. We're going to have a look at our intro for our starting grid for round number 1 of the series. So, we have a look at our cars on track at the moment. Starting in position number 1, it's going to be the 37 of Zane Scott. Ryan Pace starts position number 2. Brandon Steele will start position number 3 to his outside, Alan Samel. Row 3 inside, the 31, Tyson Landis lines up alongside the 9 of Drew Neal. Justin Bavia will start out of position number 7. Taylor Howe in the 29 will start out of position number 8. Tyler Henselman and Chris Roberts occupy row number 5. Row 6, Brad Spidle and Alex Orions. Matthew Henninger and Corey Cosboth, 13th and 14th respectively. Aaron Schaefer, Jimmy Prakash, Tom Prakash, Nathan McClellan, Stephen Hill, Garrett Pepiat, and we've got Logan Christensen at the back of the field. this will be the battle that we'll have on the racetrack at the moment. You'll see the drivers circulating around the racetrack behind the iRacing official pace truck. And it's a beautiful sight to see. Just the sprint cars lined up in rows of two. Alright, so the first time the drivers will see the Limaland Motorsports Park in the Blues for Inc. World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series. I believe it's going to be
we go on green,
35 laps.
Lap 35.
No, we haven't. White flag, lap 35. Twin 35 tonight, the first race. Under the sun, race number 2 will happen at 10 past the next hour. And that's when the server will be launched.
Green.
And the green flag is out here at Limaland Motorsports Park. And Zane Scott with a good jump on the field. Ryan Pace, Alan Simmel. Here comes Brandon Steele on the inside on the low side. 3 wide into turn number 3 and 4 on the opening lap. Oh, look out. We've got a race on our hands right now. Look at the top 5. You can throw a blanket. 3 wide. Ryan Pace on the outside. Steele shuts the door. On the 31 of Tyson Langus. Oh, Steele and Pace come together. But, well, the caution was out. We got a car on its lid, and we're going to see who that is. I think it might have been one of the Prakash. It could have been Jimmy. Let's have a look. No, it's actually Logan Christensen. Back in the pits already. Yeah, the 27 of Logan Christensen. There he is. Also coming into pit road is the 77 of Aaron Schaefer and the 6 of Alex Orions. Those 3 drivers will find themselves in pit road as we see the caution flag come out here inside of the opening couple of laps. And what a race our top 5. We're having Zane Scott, Ryan Pace, Brandon Steele. You throw in Tyson Landis, Alan Simmel.
Green's out. Green flag.
Green is out, and we're back underway here at Limaland. So we see Landis going to the bottom on the exit of corner number 2. Into 3 and 4. Oh, Brandon Steele climbs the fence. Alan Simmel had nowhere to go. Can the cars get through it? Oh, Henselman caught up, had nowhere to go. Couldn't pull up the brakes in time. I believe might have been the 77 who caught the raw end of that deal. And Brandon Steele, after putting in a good qualifying effort, is now finding himself back in pit road, and that's heartbreak there for the 005. And started in position number 3. Well, no time to waste. The lights are out. This time by on the iRacing official pace truck. Brandon Steele will lead. White flag will be lap number 41. Well, lap 40 as we see it on the top left of the ticker. You'll see that it's counting by laps. That's just so that the race control and make sure that these drivers get a full 35 laps under the green flag conditions. Zane Scott, Ryan Pace, Tyson Landis, Alan Simmel are your top 4 right now. We go into 1 and 2. Landis continuing to run the bottom side of the speedway right now into turn 3 and 4. Oh, Zane Scott He hit the wall. That's going to give Ryan Pace the race lead into turn number 1 and 2. Pace with a slider. Scott had to get out of the gas, and now Tyson Landis on the inside. He's taken over second. They go into 1 and 2. Scott's going to continue to rail the top side of the racetrack. You just know he's going to be good value for money right now. Running the cushion. Oh, one more yellow is that. Oh, Tyler Henselman. And the 318 of Justin Bavia. And look at that. Look at the damage on the rear end of that race car. That 378, I should say, is not turning in the right way possible. So it looks like he's going to chop the bits and find himself back in pit road. So Ryan Pace, your new race leader, Tyson Landis in second. I tell you what, Tyson Landis has done an exceptional job so far. Zane Scott, definitely well worth the price of admission alone. Right on the top side of the racetrack. Chris Roberts in fourth. Fifth is going to be Brad Speidel. Now, the 21 between Roberts and Speidel, that's Tyler Henselman. He's a lap car, and he's in 15th position right now. So lap cars will stay in their spot, waiting for the green to come out. A little bit delayed there. And Roberts got into the back of Zane Scott and Scott come up the racetrack. Thankfully, they kept it going. Roberts through the middle. How about Speidel? The 29 of Taylor Howe side by side. Matthew Henninger and Jimmy Prakash making a run for it as well. Speidel looking to take over fifth, but they give it to Taylor Howe at the line. And well, here comes Zane Scott around the outside of Chris Roberts into turn number 3 and 4. Short dirt track racing at its finest. Tyler Henselman just trying to run his line. Faster guys are going to find a way around him. You can see him just trying to stay to the low side, not the faster guys. Go around the outside. Oh, how it climbs the wall. We stay green. There was contact. 3 wide, Henninger, Prakash, and some more. This is your battle for the top 10. Jimmy Prakash, he was making a run for it. Look at the 127, Stephen Hill. He was running the boards. Now he's trying to get back to the top side of the racetrack. Drew Neal having him. Well, he's having a tough time here. He just catches the 47.
Yellow.
And the 47 of Garrett Pepiat, after starting in the last couple of rows. The 9 of Drew Neal just gets a little bit out of shape. And the right front catches the left rear of Garrett Pepiat. So we see these drivers lining up behind the iRacing official pace truck yet again. So your race leader, the 44 of Ryan Pace. The 31 of Tyson Landis sitting in second place. Zane Scott in the 37 rides in that third spot. That's Tom Prakash, a lap car in fourth position on the racetrack. Chris Roberts. And we go back to Brad Speidel in the 5, starting out of position, or restarting in position number 5. He started position 11th. And we've got Alan Samel. Actually, we've got Taylor Howe, Alan Samel, Matthew Henninger, Stephen Hill, and Jimmy Prakash should be rounding out our top 10. We go back towards the field. The pace truck is in, and we're back underway here at Limaland Motorsports Park for round number 1 and race number 1 of the Blue Sphere Inc. World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprintcar Series. Now this is where it's going to get a little bit trickier for these drivers. The cushion is fast. If you hit it right, you carry so much speed. How about Landis? He's running the bottom side now. He's almost put alongside even a pace. Taylor Howe, a little bit out of shape. That allowed Samel to get around him. Look at Roberts and Zane Scott right now. Scott made his intentions clear from the get-go in qualifying. Wanted to run the cushion. It is deadly up there if you get it wrong. Scott through the middle in 3 and 4. Yellow is out. Not sure on who that was. Maybe the 97 of Matthew Henninger find himself in pit road along with a couple of other drivers. So right now Ryan Pace still sitting in position number 1. So 5 cautions, so it'll be a little white flag on lap 50.
On the green, guys. Tighten up. Single file. White flag. Lap 50.
Alright, so we're on lap 35 at the moment. So we've got about 15 laps left to run here in the first race of the Blue Sphere World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series. Race number 1 on at the moment. Race 2 will be under the lights around Limaland, and we are nearly 3 wide. Samel, Roberts, Spital, Zane Scott. Look at this 4-car battle to try and fight it out for the final podium spot right now. Oh, Roberts, Taylor Howe, Samel. Somehow they all make it through there right now. Spital. Oh, gets a bit of a nudge there from the 29 of Taylor Howe, and Drew Neal has come out of absolute nowhere right now. And he's put that number 9 machine to the pointy end of the field. Taylor Howe having a career best race right now with the Dirty Old Bastards World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series. Oh, Stephen Hill, Aaron Schaefer. I think it might have been Jimmy Prakash. And Stephen Hill just making contact in turns 1 and 2. Stephen Hill is going to park this car on the infield. Tom Prakash still circulating around the racetrack right now, so white flag, lap number 53. So it's been a fairly entertaining race, to say the least. There's been some 3 wide action with great battles all over the racetrack.
1 the green, guys. Tighten up. Single file. White flag. Lap 53.
Alright, so we should have 11 to run left in tonight's main event. So we are getting set. We're back underway. Ryan Pace leads into 1 and 2. Landis, and here we go. Here is Taylor Howe putting the moves on Zane Scott. Drew Neal around the outside of Roberts. Is Neal going to make a late charge for this one? Man, Taylor Howe is rocking the 29 machine right now. Oh, Drew Neal upside down in turns 1 and 2. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Wow. Drew Neal just climbing the fence in turns 1 and 2 and going upside down. We caught that one. Woo. Things are starting to heat up right now, let me tell you that one, cowboy. Yes, Sharon Scott, how fun indeed.
I think we're all trying to find out.
So the lights are out on the pace truck. Are you listening?
Yeah, white flag left.
Green flag, green flag.
I think they just said white flag, lap 56. Ryan Pace goes to the bottom in turn number 1 and 2. So could we see a bit of protectiveness on the bottom side? And here we go. Landis and Scott into 3 and 4. Scott with a slider. So that's 1 and 2. Landis with a crossover. Landis now going to keep it on the bottom. Scott keeps it pinned on the cushion. Wow, what a drive by Zane Scott to get around the outside of Landis. Oh, whoa, Landis, how? Look at Robertson, Samoa, 5 to run. Here comes Brad Spidle now, 3 wide. This is for the final podium spot. Landis, can he hang on? 4 to run. Samoa, Roberts side by side, throwing Spidle there. Samoa and Roberts have made contact. 3 to run. Here comes Spinal trying to fight back on the inside. Samoa rides the cushion to perfection. 2 to run for your race leader. He is gone. Into 3 and 4. The white flag is out. He goes to the bottom to get underneath Tom Prakash. 2 corners to run. Oh, that was close. Ryan Pace gets the win. Zane Scott will come home in second. Tyson Landis, Caribes finish with a third. What a drive. Oh my, what a race that was. Ryan Pace picking up the win here. Zane Scott comes home in second. Third, Tyson Landis, Alan Samel in fourth, Brad Spider, what a drive, 11th up to position number 5. Chris Roberts, 6th, Taylor House, 7th. 8th is Jimmy Prakash, Corey Cosboth, and Tom Prakash. Rounding out the top 10, Aaron Schaefer, Drew Neal, Stephen Hill, Matthew Henning, Tyler Henselman, Garrett Pepiat, Justin Bavia, Brandon Steele, Nathan McClellan, Alex Orion, and Logan Christensen. But what a drive from Ryan Pace, picking up the win here. As we look to have a chat with a couple of our drivers, hopefully. Ryan Pace is not here. Zane Scott is. Alright, so we'll bring up our second place finisher of Zane Scott. Zane, congratulations there on a second place. The track looked very, very fun and very racy.
Thanks, Brett. Yeah, the track was pretty slick there. It slickened off really bad in those last couple laps, and it just pavement around the track was really the fastest way.
Man, what's it like to run a cushion, being literally inches away from that outside wall?
It's pretty risky. I tried to avoid it there in the last laps. You run it here, if you miss it, you're in the wall and you're upside down. So it's a big gain or big risk and reward type deal.
All right, man. Well, look, hey, second place finish, career best finish for you. I think. Have you run with these guys before?
Nah, this is my first one, so I'm pretty stoked to qualify in the pole and then come home second.
Alright, man. Well, look, still one more race to go. This time it'll be under the lights around Limaland. But before we let you get out of it, you got any sponsors or shout-outs you want to give?
Brady Rarick for the paint scheme. That's about it. We're still looking for sponsorships out there. We'll get them eventually. And my dad, of course.
Alright, there we have it. Zane Scott comes home with a second place finish after putting the car on the pole position here for race number 1 of the Blue Sphere Dirty Old Bastards World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series. And that'll conclude the live stream for the moment. We're going to have race number 2. It will launch in about 20 minutes. So in about 25 minutes we will be going live. We'll go live at about 10 past the hour. We'll see the guys once again. It'll be the same format. You'll see the guys on track for practice. Then when the checkered flag is thrown, then you'll obviously see group qualifying. And then that'll line up our main event. If they have 25 or more drivers, we go into a B main. If there's 24 or less, they will just run straight A main. So once again, we want to thank Blues Here Inc. as the naming right and the title sponsor of the Dirty Old Bastards World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series. We also cover the 360s on a Tuesday night as well. So it's not goodbye, it's we will see you shortly live back here on Ultimate Dirt TV in about 23 minutes.